All right, ladies and gentlemen, so this is your SAT score in the Picardie. Now, the Picardie was just released recently. It's a Tier 8 premium battleship that is essentially a Leon clone, but with some differences. Um, I can't even tell you the differences off the top of my head. Shockwave, do you know what they are?
Okay, so Picardie obviously is one tier higher. It's a tier 8 rather than a tier 7.
Right.
As I said, she is
Right.
armed with 16 305mm guns in 4 quadruple turrets. The guns are...
Which is normal for the Leon at Tier 7, right?
No, the Leon has 340mm guns, actually. Slightly different. It's the same guns as the Normandy
Yeah.
turret.
Okay.
So, the other thing is that these guns are, for lack of a better word, horrendous. They are the same guns found on the Toulon, the premium French Tier 7 heavy cruiser. They have very low, they have mediocre shell velocity, high air drag, relatively poor penetration, and the guns also have a really bad fire chance. Picardie also has the stock Leon anti-aircraft defenses for some reason, and that's only compensated for by the fact that it does have a main battery reload booster on it. I don't know what its reload is. It was initially 25 seconds of testing. I don't know if they buffed it, they nerfed it to like 26 or 27 or something like that.
Okay.
As far as I recall. So overall, a thoroughly mediocre ship. But in the right hands, can do some work.
Well, we'll see what SAT does. Now, it's interesting you mentioned that these are 340s on the Leon versus Picardie's 305s. Do these reload faster than the Leon at Tier 7?
They should. Leon has a reload time of 30 seconds. This has a reload time of, I believe,
27.
27, yeah. So 3 seconds.
Okay, so it's slightly faster. Okay. So the reason I bring that up is because a lot of people say, well, it's a Leon clone, which is yes and also no. Model-wise, it is, but when it comes to the inner workings, not as much. Okay. So let's take a look at the build that SAT has chosen. He's got main armaments mod 1, damage control mod 1, aiming systems, damage control mod 2, and concealment. Now, if I remember right, this ship has an abysmal sigma of 1.4.
Yeah.
So aiming system makes perfect sense. Try to get those guns dialed in somewhat.
Yeah.
But, okay. And then for commander skills, now we don't know if it's a special captain or not. If it's on array, there's a buff to adrenaline rush and grease the gears. That's my guess. It's an on array. If it's up on you, there's no special gifts. So keep that in mind. Let's go ahead and assume he's got an on array. Captain, gun feeder into grease the gears, into adrenaline rush, into concealment. As a 10-point captain, I mean, I don't know that you want to change main battery ammo type that frequently. But is there something else that he'd want to take at Tier 1?
For Picardie? I have no clue. You're better off just... there's like no other 1-point skill. I mean...
No.
If it was Russian... If it was a Russian battleship, that's like, okay... Like, it's... I can't see any other... I mean, if you want to be a meme lord and say demolition expert because you have nothing else to spend it on, then fine. Otherwise, you might as well just say, points, get fire prevention, you get the standard battleship skill set. But you also take... Also taking brisk to improve the speed of the ship. That's definitely a viable option. Alternatively, the new improved repair party readiness skill with its extra heal is a usable alternative as well for a 3-point skill.
Now, you mentioned that. We talked about that last week. For most people, this probably isn't enough. Because it takes so long to get to 2 million potential damage. Vladashi 1, there you go. Okay. Now, SAT is going for a straight 10-point captain, gun feeder, grease the gears, adrenaline rush, and then concealment. It's a fine setup. Beyond gun feeder, you could go make the argument for preventative maintenance to get the extra secondary survivability.
Yeah.
But let's take a look at how this game plays out. Now this is Trident. Oh goodness, this is probably the worst setup possible for this ship. He's up against tier 10s.
A thunder and a slava. Oh god.
This is what you want to see in a Picardie when you shell out for the whatever it is, the balloons, whatever is necessary for the premium ship, the bundles.
Get your bundles. Yeah.
Get your bundles here, yo.
Yeah. So, as noted, Picardie does have one gimmick, besides the huge number of 305mm guns, and that is, of course, her main battery reload booster, which is standard French battleship reload booster, 50% reload cut down for 20 seconds, so you get an extra 2 salvos off what they are running. Yeah, standard stuff.
Right.
But this ship, primarily, you want to be slinging HE. You do have very good concealment, though. You have 11.3 kilometer minimum concealment, which is the best at tier 8.
Time out. Why do you want to mostly sling HE here?
Because your AP penetration is pretty much the worst out of all of the tier 8 battleships. Even the German 305mm guns on the Odin and the Brandenburg have better penetration. In addition, you did mention that 1.4 Sigma on French battleship dispersion, which means very poor overall dispersion and very poor overall consistency. You can't really rely upon those big AP salvos to come in unless you're at a certain range, like say maybe under 8 kilometers or so, and you got broadside cruisers. When it's like, okay, I can fast swap to AP with the main battery reload booster, you'll be fine.
I like SAT going into cutting away here in front of the Thunder, and Thunder's like, LOL, take a fire. Like, SAT couldn't even get a fire with 5 hits on the Thunder, and the Thunder is like, here, take 1. Boom, fire. Interesting DCP choice. I don't know that I would have gone DCP right there, because now you're at a position where you can heal, but with your DCP on cooldown, I don't know that you want to shoot here, because you can get yourself spotted and shot at. Zank1, say something in chat if you were here. You've won the giveaway. Thank you, Puddin. 7 penetrations on Thunder, not bad.
Yeah, the fire chance on these guns is also horrid. It's like 20%. So even if you're hitting multiple
I see that.
Yeah, even if you're hitting multiple shells, you're not gonna do a lot of damage. Which is unfortunate. There's a lot of potential with this ship, but they have to for some reason. I don't know why.
We didn't talk about flags, but
SAT, presumably
SAT's not running with any at all, so it doesn't matter.
Oh boy.
But the 1% could really help, right? That's 1% across each barrel. It could help a lot. Here's the gearing. I guess the big question is, do you go after the Thunderer now, or are you looking at somebody else? And SAT looks like he's looking at somebody else.
I understand your points.
20% chance on 16 guns. That's correct, Simbo. The thing is, you need all 16 guns to hit.
Yeah.
If it's only 8, 20% chance for each gun. That's not a lot of fire chance, frankly.
Yeah. Let's take. I mean, if I were to take a look at the tier 8 BBs,
third turret is 360. No, third turret is 360, and second as well. It makes it a little bit more comfortable for making these kinds of turns like SAT is making right now.
Yeah. Oh, Picardie doesn't even have a 20% fire chance. It's got a 15% fire chance. Which is very poor. And if you even compare that to, which is lower than even the Italian 381mm guns with their 24% fire chance. Add on to that, you only have
Now,
HE pen.
SAT could scope in here for the shot on the Alabama. I'm surprised that he's not. I mean, you should clear the island there, so... I'm very curious of the decision not to. But, hey, Nevsky gets smacked, so maybe you can get the kill? Nope. He dies anyways. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
I don't think there's anything...
Why aren't you shooting? Shoot her!
The question is, we gotta do something funny to the Thunder here.
Yes, that's right. Looking but not touching. Exactly. Wolf. Exactly.
I think he just wants to go dark here to confuse the Thunder a little.
Ow.
He's not spotted again because the gearing actually came back. Surprise, surprise, there he is. So he shoots the Yoshida with AP, and wall bounce.
I mean, what do you care about for going dark here? I guess to me that's the question.
I mean, to be entirely fair, there is a Slava sitting on the tank line that is well within his range. So maybe.
Yeah, he's down. Yeah, he's down there, but SAT's probably not going to smack him. Or he's turning his rear turret. He's going to look to his right now. He's shifting sides. And you're going to AP the Thunderer as he comes around. I mean, this is pain. But it's the Thunderer's fault. Oh. No Citadels! 4 pens, 4 non-pens. What?
It doesn't have enough pens, Zeth. It literally does not have enough pen. This is the worst pen. I mean, again, it's a long guns.
Disgusting! Now you're shooting up his butt, 4 ricochets, 1 non-pen. Aim for superstructure, damn it.
I can imagine SAT's reaction as he's seeing that happen. Any other battleship in that situation wipes the Thunder out. Picardie? Nope. Just nothing.
Stumongu says salvos like that is part of why he stopped playing battleships. I mean, I see it.
Possibly.
Wait 30 seconds to try again, right? I get it. Oh, here comes the gearing. Oh, poor gearing. Shoot the gearing. Bad things to the gearing.
Yeah, so Picardie has like 550 millimeters of base pen. That's the same as some tier tank cruisers on 305 millimeter guns. And they lose penetration pretty quickly. Well, not that quickly. Out to 5 kilometers, it's 450 millimeters. Well done, but at that angle, I guess the Thunder has what 400 millimeters of belt armor. At that angle, you're never going to panic because it's going to go up to maybe 445, 450 millimeters. So you're going on a 50.
Which is crazy because you're so close. You would think because of the proximity, you might have a better chance of penning, but that didn't happen, did it?
No.
Torpille à 6 heures.
I like SAT's decision to leave the B cap and then go get A. Who's really there to fight him at A? Battleship-wise, nothing. And Brindisi is broadside and reversing. Oh god, Rob won the giveaway? Come on, SAT, shoot the guns.
He doesn't have an arc yet. Now he does. And the Brindisi just realized, oh my god.
Oh, that's a triple. I feel sick. I feel sick.
There you go. That's what you're looking for.
That's what you're looking for,
yeah,
right?
That's where you load the AP with this ship. You get those broadside cruisers, you just punish them. The guns are good.
Oh my god, they drew Rob, right? Rob might not be here though. That's the difference. So
No, the Yoshino disappeared.
Oh, look, Yoshino is broadside too for the next AP salvo. Bye, Yoshino.
Does he even have enough pen for this?
Apparently, triple citadel.
Détruit un croiseur ennemi.
Well, I was not expecting that.
I wasn't expecting it either. That might be the name for this replay. Unexpected.
Yes, very unexpected.
CC container code giveaway is up and running. Thank you, Puddin'. We'll most likely do that draw during lurk mode in between.
Shotgun dispersion, no hits on the. What was that, a gear?
I mean, it's an HE salvo into a destroyer. I don't know. If he's shooting, sure, shoot it, but I wouldn't have fired it otherwise. I mean, why let them know where you are? But fortunately for you, the Schultz is reversing and the gearing is moving forward.
No, the Schultz moves. You saw the salvo. Those shells are so slow that those Schultz actually had time to react even that much.
You know what you would call the replay if swears were permitted? Lol. I mean, Cthulhu, do you have... Like, maybe I can modify it slightly? A fire on the Schultz? Oh my god.
Yeah.
Torpille droit devant.
I like the decision here by SAT to hold off on shooting until he's got a target. You're gonna do much more damage that way. You almost killed him. Awesome. Bad boat.
Paul has lost his entire remaining HP pool just for that shot.
F this ship, right? Nice job here, just holding your shots.
Patience. Patience. Oh, look at that. There's two DDs right next to each other. I wonder what happens.
And goodbye. Oh. Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, we got ourselves a death pick. I kind of like this screenshot though. Like we got our death pick with a gigantic wall of smoke in front of him. Credits. SCT decided to juice up his AR. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Okay, here we go. As a co-op main, you'd rather have your Leon elevated to tier 8. What are we going to title this one, guys?
Why? Or just why? I don't know.
The death, it's a bad boat.
Terrible.
L'ennemi est sur le point de l'emporter.
Port
Bad
Queen,
boat.
Picardie.
That's not a bad idea.
Port Queen?
I mean, it's a collector ship, that's for sure. If you just want to add more ships to your collection to see, like, hey, I have more ships in my... Yeah, it sounds great.
Okay.
But as an actual ship...
Okay. Okay. Not so happy with it, huh?
I need to hear SAT's take on this ship, live and in person.
It would help, wouldn't it?
I think he might be busy or something. I don't know.
Probably.
Probably.
Probably. There's our victory.
There we go.
Cthulhu, thanks for the lurk, dude. Well, let's go ahead and
But I would rather take Leon as a tier 8 than this misbegotten. Ouch. Hello?
I mean,
Ouch.
fair enough.
That
Fair
is
enough.
Fair enough. Dear
So he
Lord.
came in second place. Now keep in mind, SAT is bottom tiered, so he does get a credit XP boost because he's bottom tier. Did quite nice against Tsushima Kaze, Brindisi Yoshino. Pretty good credits, XP earnings.
Crushing 2 broadside cruisers with 16 guns. Very nice. Very
I
nice.
mean, as you would expect, right?
I can only imagine, though, that SAT was feeling physical pain from watching his shell shatter on the broadside of that Thunder at point-blank range.
Oh, that hurts. That really did hurt.
I know I
Like-
am. I know I am.
Good song choice. But yeah, I mean, it's tough, right, to see that. Tough to see the shells go in and do nothing. So it's a nice game, and I mean I enjoy playing the like this map especially. Where SAT played is one of my favorite stomping grounds. It's really hard to be taken out from that spot. So good work there, SAT. They managed to make it work. All right, well, I don't know what else there is to say about it. So, guys, we've got one more replay to do. It's another Podzarski replay.
That thing is a port queen.
And
Shell's doing nothing. If you mean against bots, that's typical. Yeah.
well, I had this great Vermont replay that I wanted to show you, but that's okay. I think
We
people
can do it another time. So,
yeah, I think people need to know more about Bazarski because she is brand new.